I found out my best friend, 25 years, has been stealing from me. 50 bands minimum. My dog would've did anything for this gang. When you got locked up, who was there for you?
You.
When you was homeless, who was there for you?
You.
Whose house have you been living in for a year, gang?
Yours, bro.
So what the
I'm dressed for a funeral, sad as it is to say. Our favorite creators have always had people that have been family members or childhood friends that have been considered as family members closely tied to them. Agent has his literal cousin Waleed, who started off as an editor, became a cameraman, and is tied to the hip to him. Duke has his actual brother Davo, who goes everywhere with him. Kaisenet has his brothers and his best friends Tylil and Punga with him. These people were there for you when it was just a camera and a dream. They were there for you when nobody believed in you. But what happens when they take advantage of that kindness and stop seeing that relationship as some sort of brother or family member and start to see it as something that can be benefited from financially? YourRAGE's best friend of 25 years, mind you, Rage is just like 30 years old or something like that, was exposed on the internet for taking advantage of him for financial gain while Rage was providing housing, jobs, money, and other opportunities and supporting him at his lowest moments. But the real story is
I couldn't sit here and be like, oh yeah, I understand. I couldn't imagine being your age and then having over 50K, 100K from your own best friend, someone you was with from the sandbox, you feel me? I couldn't imagine just your best friend stealing $100,000 from you, $50,000 from you. Like, who even does that? Like, I'm paying for your food. I'm probably paying for clothes. Probably what bro was doing, paying for clothes. Then also on top of that, like, you coming with me everywhere, not just staying with me, but you coming with me everywhere. You mean the same people I meet and all this and that. You do this to me? To me?
isn't just about the money that was allegedly stolen. It's about how streamer YourRAGE has built something so successful that he can build something that he can take care of people who he's loved, only to learn that love and loyalty is not returned. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. Be a part of my journey. Take care of me so I can take care of you. Just don't snake me in the end. Now, back into the video. Coming to the internet in a shaky voice and eyes watering as if he was just cutting onions, YourRAGE exposed his friend, his brother, and a part of the community. This didn't feel like normal streamer drama. This felt like betrayal happening in real time. Greg just wasn't an anybody. This wasn't some manager or some cameraman that he had hired down the line. This was somebody who had put in 25 years of Rage's 30 years of living. I keep pushing him up. He's 28. But really,
we friends for 25 years and you decide to steal money from me, gang? You decide to steal money from me, gang? I don't know. Just from the beginning of the clip, I felt like your rage wasn't really raging enough. But let's continue.
he's turning 29 this year, but that's most of his life. This is somebody who saw the ups and downs of Rage, and Rage saw the ups and downs of him. This is somebody who the YRG community saw, because like I stated earlier in the video, streamers have close connections with their friends and their families. When they're starting in this game, they bring up usually the people who they came up with, because nobody knows what they're doing. They're just kind of figuring this out. So it's tough to really see somebody that was close to him in this fashion really betray him and snake him like he did.
I've met him. I never would have thought he was like this. And the thing is, now it's unfortunate, bro. Now that boy Rage really got to like look out, you know, because now you got to think about it, man. This individual has nothing else to live for. This nigga don't got no job. I mean, depending on how much money he actually took, this man ain't got no money saved up. You know what I'm saying? This nigga truly has nothing to live for right now. And I'm saying in the aspect of like for Josh's safety, bro. It's like you could have asked for like a job. You could have asked for like, bro, listen, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me be like something. Like, put me on to like working, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this goes for somebody in the chat. One of y'all chilling with y'all rich homies, bro, ask for a job, gang. There's no point in stealing. Stop skimming off the top. Cause bro, I'm telling you, this shit happens more than you think.
And I agree with what Dean the Great just said there. You can never expect somebody in this position to do this exact same thing. But he made a statement in a comment saying that he could have just asked for a job. He could have just asked for an opportunity. He could have asked him for some money. But truly and honestly speaking, that's not how envy, that's not how jealousy works in these situations. I don't want to overanalyze, but I think we've all been through situations in which we've known somebody, had a friend be jealous of us or somebody that we knew.
On me, he not lying. I had this one homie, right? He had got kicked out his crib, right? He got kicked out his crib. I let him stay at my crib for like 2-3 days because we went to the same school, we was on the same football team and everything, right? So tell me why, bro. Literally, we go to school next day, bro. I woke up, I couldn't find the chain my grandma gave me. So we went to school next day. I'm not even thinking of it. I seen him in the hallway with the chain on. I'm like, is you stealing? You feel me? He talking about some, you said I can wear it. No, I didn't. We got it on, bro. Bro.
And for what it's worth, if you did not have that situation, you were probably the jealous one. But it's kind of hard sitting back and seeing success of others while you are maybe not even struggling, but not having the success that they're having. And you want to fast track all those things. And I think that's exactly what happened in this whole Greg situation. And I know what some people are already thinking, $50,000 is a lot of money. And for what it's worth, it is a ton of money. But honestly, and ultimately at the end of the day, I don't even think it's about the money. The money part isn't what's hitting the hardest right now. Money can come and go. What YourRAGE lost in this situation will come back to him tenfold and in a fast way. The painful part is that he gave Greg more than just money. He gave him an ear, he gave him a home, he gave him food, he gave him love, all those things. And you can't get those things back, especially after finding out that you were manipulated and taken advantage of. Sometimes you give people everything and they still want to take more. This is why YourRAGE sounds so hurt in this situation. He's not just saying this person stole from me. He's saying, hey, I carried this person through some of the hardest parts of their life and he still betrayed me. Sure, the money exposed the situation, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The real damage was the broken loyalty. Because when somebody this close to you betrays you, it makes you question everyone and everything around you in every facet of this relationship. You know what's really probably—
No, seriously, like when I caught bro with the hey bro, you're not coming back. I don't even want to be cool with you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to rap. I don't care if we on the same football team. I'm not blocking for you. You don't block for me. None of that. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel the betrayal because it's like, bro, when you got kicked out, gang, nobody was letting you come to their crib. I only knew you because you was on the football team and you come to my crib. Messed up in this whole thing is that I know for a fact, based off of how close they were and just how streamers operate, there was probably a level of, let's just say, looseness to how they probably dealt with each other anyway, specifically in the financial realm. What I'm trying to say is that Rage probably just gave him his card. And that's kind of verified in one of the portions of the video where Greg tries to use that as some sort of excuse.
Whose house have you been living in for a year, gang?
Yours, bro.
So what the fuck?
You gave me the card, bro. You gave me the card, gang.
And did what? Wait, when did I give you the card? For what? What did I give you the card for?
No, you didn't. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Yeah, he did give Greg his card, and I know people are probably questioning that, but that just shows how locked in Greg and YourRAGE were. But that does not mean that you just take advantage of this. I gave you my card just in case we needed to go to the store because we were out of mustard, or you wanted to buy some cheese, or hell, it was even your birthday and you wanted to go buy some shoes. Not run up a bill that was at the bare minimum $50,000. That does not make sense. That is not me giving you my card. And I'm glad that Greg caught himself before it really got ugly and YourRAGE exposed the nonsense and BS that he was about to spew. And so now you've got to ask yourself, somebody like this who would take advantage of me in this situation, was this person really my brother, or was this person just getting close enough to me to benefit?
When it comes to stuff like this, y'all, you got to realize, if bro is not, all right, look, so think of it as being a rapper, right? A lot of rappers, they be having these leech friends. A lot of them have leech friends. They'll come in the game with 30 people and end up only with 2-3 of them. But most of them are expecting to get money. Most of them are expecting to get money. If Ray's best friend wasn't getting no money, he was just getting food, place to stay, come with us everywhere, then he probably felt like, hey, I'm really broke. I'm not broke, I'm stuck. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it don't make it no right to what he did, because what he did was wrong, pure wrong. Like, you getting cut off. Like, really deserve to get beat up. Whole DP 30 seconds, you know what I'm saying? But just in that's probably how he felt. You feel me? He probably thought he could get away with it because he been his mans. They came up from the sandboxes. I don't know.
Off of what I had going on. See, I don't think Rage was grieving the money at all. He was grieving the fact that 25 years worth of loyalty, that's from the sandbox, ladies and gentlemen, is just gone out the way. What made this situation even more uncomfortable is that in front of him, Greg is standing. That's somewhere off in a distance. He's having to face the music in real time.
You gave me the card, gang.
And did what? Wait, when did I give you the card? For what? What did I give you the card for?
No, you didn't. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Gang.
You told me.
You stand right there, bro. I don't want you in nothing. You don't what? I don't want to see you again, gang. Ever again in my life. I swear to God. I see you again, and I'm I will. I'm doing you a fucking favor right now, nigga. I don't ever want to see you again, my nigga. Get the fuck out. Get on. Dead ass, get on. I don't want to hear nothing.
Of course, Your Rage looks disheveled and distraught because his friend just snaked him. Greg looks, I don't know. Is he in his underwear? Does he have on some lip balm? He needs some lip balm so bad. And I'm not saying this to really poke fun or prod at the situation, but I think it just shows the gravity of the actual situation. Rage looks hurt as hell. Greg looks ashamed, and rightfully so. And this is why I have trouble with these things being on the internet. Now, of course, I think it could have and should have been spoken on the fact that Greg did steal from him. He's a big part of the community, so not seeing him going forward would have YRG asking a bunch of questions, naturally speaking. But also, based off of these clips that I'm watching, this is like a lose-lose situation. The whole video has this uncomfortable feeling. Rage may have exposed him, but he doesn't look relieved in the slightest. It looked like someone who had finally accepted that the person that he loved is betraying him. Because don't get it twisted. I'm almost 1,000% certain as well that there was chances and chances given, and Greg took those chances over and over again and still took advantage of them. I don't think it was just one day that it popped up that Greg had stole $50,000 from Your Rage at bare minimum. There were probably signs here, there were probably signs there, but all of a sudden it just became so undeniable that it had to be called out. I think this is why the clip hit so hard for so many people. It didn't feel like Rage was trying to farm any sort of content. It felt like Rage was trying to process a betrayal in real time. This didn't feel like Rage was trying to destroy Greg, for what it's worth. It felt like Rage realizing that Greg had already destroyed them in their relationship. And I think this is where the story becomes bigger, because there is a problem that a lot of these successful streamers face when they get to this level.
You know, in life, man, you if you are blessed enough to be able to provide people with opportunities and comfort, a lot of people gonna be willing to take. It's in their selfish human nature. But you would hope that it's at least reciprocated with loyalty, love, whatever else, you know? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't even feel sorry for a nigga, bro. Because it's like, I think it's in us. I think it's within humans to just see somebody crying for a nigga, bro. Because I think it's in to provide people with opportunities and comfort. A lot of people gonna be willing to take. It's in their selfish human nature. But you would hope that it's at least reciprocated with loyalty, love, whatever else, you know? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't even feel sorry for a nigga, bro. Because I think it's in us. I think it's within humans to just see somebody crying like this and then to feel bad for them. But like, stealing money is like a choice, man, you know? Backdooring your mans is a choice, bro. Come on, gang, you living free. You get mad opportunities.
I want to put people in the mind of a streamer / content creator. You're young, you usually start off with like a PlayStation 5 or some blue snowball Yeti microphone. You start making videos, streaming, doing content. And then seemingly overnight, even though there were years put into this, you are all of a sudden making tons of money. Like literally the switch can flip. And it's not like these people are any sort of business savvy, professionally minded individuals. These are just people who are doing things for fun. And then the money started flowing in. The opportunities started flowing in. And some of the first thoughts is, hey, I want my friends to come along the journey with me. I want this person to be put on, that person to be put on, X, Y, and Z. And for what it's worth,
No, literally, I'm already knowing what he was finna get to breaking down. Like, when you get on, bro, a lot of people don't like to be lonely. That'd be what it is. A lot of people don't like to be lonely, so they need that satisfaction to feel wanted, to feel love when on the grind. And then, like, with that, the exchange is usually somebody living with you for free, not feeling like they gotta work, feeling like they can just come around, chill, maybe smoke up everything, drink up everything, eat up everything, sleep everywhere and everything like that. But it's a lonely game at the top. It's a lonely game at the top, y'all. You just gotta accept it for what it is.
life is hectic. You're going from left, right, up, and down. You haven't filed your taxes in 2 to 3 years. You don't even have a business bank account. There's been so many streamers and content creators that I've worked with that are doing everything out of like Cash App or Chime, literally getting sent tens of thousands of dollars on a monthly basis from like Google to a Chime account. No disrespect to Chime, but at some point you got to get an actual bank. And as a content creator, you just don't get comfortable in the chaos, but the people around you get comfortable in the chaos. Hey, this person isn't at home because they're at this award show, that award show, this award show, so I can take advantage of the car here and there. Or hey, this person now has 2 or 3 businesses business accounts and, you know, they're making $100,000 a month. So what is $600 gonna look like missing from their account? If I start wearing their shoes, if I start wearing their clothes, if I start using their name in the streets saying that, you know, I do this, that, and the third and the fourth, maybe I use their secondary apartment because they're in Atlanta for 2 months. Blase, blase, blah. The creator may not mind because they feel like, hey, I take care of you. All I expect back is loyalty, respect, and love. But people have to realize that money changes relationships. Same person you see as family might start seeing you as access. The same help and generosity that you give to others, they might start feeling entitled to.
Yo, greed is like an insane thing, bro. Shit like this is scary, bro. Especially like seeing, like being around them. He was mad cool, dude. He was like super chill. And he fucking was taking money, bro. That shit's scary. Like, cause this is the thing, chat, and I understand it too. Cause you're like, it's probably like, yo, how does he not know this? How does he not know this? When you are doing so much shit and you are handling so much shit and you are like the bread maker and you trust somebody to like handle the things that you can't really do right now, you're not gonna be checking your account to make sure like, okay, so they not just taking some shit like and pocketing it and shit if I tell them to go do a little store run or some shit like that. You're just like, okay, I can trust this person. Like they're gonna do what needs to be done and like I'm gonna take care of them for doing that. So it's like, yo, to be blindsided like this, I know that pissed him off when he said, bro, you gave me the card. Yeah, not to fucking siphon money from me. What the fuck?
And once someone gets comfortable depending on you, they might stop appreciating what you give and start looking at what they can take. And this is what makes the situation so painful, because it's not like Greg was stealing money because he needed to steal money. Like he needed this financially speaking. Rage was already helping him. He was already providing for him from a shelter perspective, from a food perspective, from a job opportunity perspective. All those things were provided for him. He was just taking for the sake of taking. I ain't gonna lie.
Why would you do that? I mean, I know why. Like, bro, money just changes people. Especially if it's like right there and you're thinking like, bro, how would they know? Like they're making all this money. Like, how would they know if I'm taking a little bit here, taking a little bit there? Like, dude, they're not gonna know. And it's not like it's hurting them. Even if it didn't hurt him, it's your homie. Like literally someone you could probably ask for, like, yo, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. And I know like, I hate doing this and you know, but bro, if I could just get this and I could try to figure out how to pay you back. Bro, this is so fucked. And I feel super bad for bro. This is exactly why I just be like, it's so hard to trust people, bro. Especially when you're at the level you're at and you're in the situation you're in. You would think if for someone you knew for 25 years, they would not be one of them people.
At the end of the day, YourRAGE is going to come back to streaming and make that money in a month, maybe 2 tops. He'll be able to replace whatever other financial things Greg took from him, and he won't even remember it, to be quite honest with you. Hell, he probably wasn't missing that money in the first place. I know that sounds crazy. It was $50,000, but still. But what he will miss is the person that he, you know, looked to talk to about relationships, friendships, family stuff. He'll miss that brotherhood, that kinship that he once had. He'll miss everything that Greg was providing. And ultimately, it was a lifetime. We're talking about 25 years of friendship, and he's 29 years old. So a lifetime of friendship and what would look to be a lifetime more over some money. So while he can land a brand deal or while he can do a marathon of streams in order to get that money back, there is no brand deal for loyalty. There is no brand deal for friendship. There is no way to AdSense your way back into losing somebody that you trusted for the past 25 years. Greg didn't.
Nah, for real. Like, Greg's stupid, bro. The whole internet saw that. The whole world saw it now. So whoever he tries to go and hang with, they gonna be like, bro, you the same that just tried to steal. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, life goes on, guys. If y'all like the video, hit that like, sub if you're new, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.